Creating videos requires a lot of hard work. I request you to please make sure to subscribe to the channel. There comes a moment in life when everything shifts. Not because the world changes, but because you change. It's when you realize that waiting for the perfect time or conditions is a trap that will only keep you stuck. The Stoics taught us that life doesn't reward good intentions or idle dreams, it rewards action. The greatest power you have is the ability to act right now, no matter your circumstances. The key to transformation lies in your hands, and today we're diving into how you can harness that power to take control and live a life of purpose. This could be the moment that changes everything for you. In life, there are moments of profound change, turning points that can redefine your path. These moments often appear unexpectedly, shaking the foundation of what you thought you knew. They might come from a simple conversation, an unforeseen encounter, or a sudden realization that challenges everything. These pivotal events promise to set us on new, enlightened paths, full of potential and opportunity. Stoicism offers wisdom in navigating these changes, teaching us that while we can't control every event, we can control how we respond. In our responses lies the power to grow. I remember a time in my life when I was lost. At 25, I was financially unstable and mentally drained, questioning everything. It was a period of deep reflection, and during this quest for meaning, Stoicism became my guide. It taught me that adversity is not just a test of strength, but a teacher of wisdom. It is through our struggles that we discover who we really are and what we're capable of achieving. That journey led me to a powerful realization. Change was necessary. But how do you start? Stoicism teaches that change begins with self-awareness. It's about recognizing where you are and where you want to be, and taking responsibility for the gap between the two. This recognition is the first step toward real transformation, an honest evaluation of our flaws, strengths, and a willingness to align our character with our values. For me, the catalyst for change came in the form of a mentor, someone who embodied the virtues I sought to develop. He helped me realize that true change begins from within. It's not just about making different choices. It's about transforming how we think, how we react, and how we engage with the world. It's about building resilience, the kind that the Stoics admired, a resilience that doesn't just endure but grows stronger with every challenge, every setback. Mentorship, I discovered, is a key part of this transformation. It's not just about acquiring knowledge, it's about having someone who challenges you to push beyond your current limitations. The Stoics, like Seneca and Epictetus, emphasize the value of learning from those who've already walked the path. A mentor provides wisdom, not just advice, perspective, built from experience that can light the way in times of uncertainty. Reflection plays a crucial role in developing the virtues and resilience needed to face life's challenges. A mentor can act as a powerful catalyst for personal transformation. They don't just provide answers, they invest deeply in their mentees, helping them view the world through a broader lens. This relationship fosters critical thinking and encourages questioning of one's assumptions, pushing individuals to align their actions with their core values. In Stoicism, reflective practice is vital, as it challenges us to think not only about what we do, but why we do it. It's about aligning our behavior with our principles, ensuring that we act with purpose. The true value of mentorship lies in its ability to accelerate growth. Mentors share their experiences, helping mentees navigate challenges more effectively, not by making life easier, but by making learning more efficient. Stoicism teaches that wisdom comes through experience, and mentors embody this by offering a roadmap for overcoming obstacles. A mentor's impact goes beyond practical advice. They build confidence in their mentees, reinforcing their ability to make decisions and take decisive action. This boost in self-assurance is crucial, especially when stepping outside one's comfort zone, a common aspect of both personal and professional growth. The Stoic practice of cultivating inner strength and confidence aligns with the mentorship relationship, where encouragement plays a central role. Mentors also model virtues like integrity, courage, and perseverance. Seeing these qualities in action provides an inspiring example, motivating us to adopt similar attitudes. Stoicism teaches that virtues must be embodied not just in thought, but in daily practice, and mentors help reinforce this by showing us how to live these virtues. Moreover, mentors help us connect the dots between different parts of our lives, creating a coherent narrative that aligns with our larger goals. They act as sounding boards, offering feedback that challenges and refines our ideas. When it comes to personal growth, one of the most essential steps is taking responsibility for your life. This means acknowledging that where you are right now is the result of your own choices, regardless of external circumstances. Stoic philosophy emphasizes controlling one's inner state and responses rather than being driven by external events. As Epictetus famously said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This principle is key to personal responsibility, shifting from blaming external factors to holding ourselves accountable. Taking responsibility involves self-awareness, honestly evaluating our decisions and behaviors and how they've shaped our present reality. It's not about self-blame, but about learning from past experiences, fostering growth and progress. Resilience, for instance, shows up when we find ourselves dissatisfied with our career. Instead of blaming external factors like the job market or past employers, Stoicism urges us to reflect on how our own choices have shaped our current situation. By taking ownership of our decisions, we empower ourselves to make changes. It's an act of reclaiming control, moving from being a passive victim of circumstances to an active participant in our destiny. This shift unlocks a powerful agency, the ability to create real, sustainable change. We start making decisions that align more closely with our values and goals instead of reacting impulsively to situations. Taking responsibility shows up in various aspects of life. Financially, it might mean creating and sticking to a budget instead of complaining about a lack of funds. In relationships, it could involve addressing conflicts constructively instead of blaming others. Professionally, it might look like pursuing additional education to advance your career, instead of waiting for opportunities to come to you. This approach fosters integrity and authenticity. Key virtues in Stoic thought. When we consistently take responsibility for our actions, we build a character that is robust and trustworthy. People begin to recognize our autonomy and respect our ability to navigate life's complexities, which reinforces our self-worth and confidence, helping us face challenges with resilience and grace. Taking responsibility is not just about reflecting on the past, it's also about preparing for the future. It involves cultivating virtues like wisdom, justice, courage, and moderation, central to Stoic philosophy, that guide our actions and decisions. By embodying these virtues, we ensure our responses to life are measured, ethical, and beneficial for both personal and communal well-being. Ultimately, taking responsibility is a liberating practice. It frees us from the constraints of a reactive life and opens up a world of proactive possibilities. It's about acknowledging that while life's events may be out of our control, our responses always remain within our grasp. Every moment becomes an opportunity to demonstrate who we are and who we aspire to be, aligning our actions with our deepest values. The role of action. Action is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy, which teaches that the true measure of our beliefs lies in what we do, not in what we say. It's not enough to understand the principles of virtue and wisdom, we must live them out. Stoicism emphasizes that action is not just about doing something, but doing the right thing, in accordance with reason and virtue. The Stoics believed that every action should be purposeful and contribute to a life well lived. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, often wrote about acting in alignment with nature, not just the nature of the universe, but our own nature too. Acting with intention, using reason as a guide, and ensuring that each action is just, honorable, and for the common good are central to Stoic practice. Taking action, therefore, is not just about reacting to events, but proactively engaging with life. We make decisions that respond to current circumstances, while anticipating future needs and challenges. For example, instead of waiting for a health crisis to change poor habits, a Stoic approach would be to adopt healthier practices now, recognizing the body as something to respect and maintain. This proactive stance is especially valuable in overcoming procrastination. Stoicism teaches us to value the present moment. Seneca, one of the great Stoic writers, emphasized that the most precious commodity in life is time. and to waste it is to squander life's greatest resource. Every moment of inaction is a moment lost, and these moments accumulate into a life of regrets. By taking action now, however small, we align our daily behavior with our larger life purpose, ensuring that no moment is wasted. In the realm of personal development and achievement, taking action is indispensable. It's through action that we test our ideas against the world's reality. Without action, plans and goals remain mere dreams. Action transforms these dreams into tangible outcomes. Whether pursuing a new career, improving relationships, or developing personal skills, action is the bridge between potential and realization. Stoic practice also involves preparing for inevitable adversities. This concept, known as premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of evils, encourages us to mentally rehearse potential challenges and setbacks. By preparing for difficulties, we don't wait passively for them to occur. Instead, we actively ready ourselves, ensuring that when challenges arise, we're equipped to face them calmly and effectively. Taking action also means being accountable for our decisions. Stoicism places a high value on self-control and discipline. Each action reflects our inner moral state. By choosing actions that align with Stoic virtues, we improve our own lives while contributing positively to the world around us. This ripple effect reflects the Stoic belief that personal virtue leads to social harmony. Finally, Stoicism reminds us that the role of action extends beyond personal gain. We are all part of a larger community, or cosmopolis, the world city. Every action we take should consider its impact on this community, encouraging mutual growth and well-being. Self-improvement is the cornerstone of living a fulfilling and meaningful life. It's about recognizing that who we are today is not the limit of who we can become. The journey of self-improvement is not about perfection but progress, a gradual and deliberate effort to align our actions, thoughts, and values with the best version of ourselves. This concept is deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy, which emphasizes continuous growth, virtue, and the pursuit of excellence as essential components of a good life. The Stoics believed that self-improvement is not just an option, it is our duty. As rational beings, we are uniquely capable of refining ourselves, and we have an obligation to do so. Epictetus, one of the great Stoic teachers, put it succinctly, "First, say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." This means that self-improvement begins with a clear vision of who you want to become. Once that vision is established, every action should be directed toward fulfilling that ideal. One of the key principles of Stoic self-improvement is focusing on what is within your control. According to the Stoics, this includes your thoughts, actions, and choices. By directing energy toward these areas rather than lamenting over things outside your control, you create a strong foundation for growth. For example, you cannot control whether others appreciate your work, but you can control the effort and quality you put into it. This mindset fosters a sense of empowerment and clarity, enabling you to make consistent progress without being derailed by external factors. Self-improvement also requires a commitment to lifelong learning. The Stoics were avid learners, constantly seeking wisdom from their experiences, mentors, and the world around them. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, frequently reminded himself to approach life with curiosity and humility, recognizing that there is always more to learn. Self-improvement is not a destination, but a continuous journey. It involves refining your character, expanding your knowledge, and developing your skills to better navigate life's challenges. One practical way to pursue self-improvement is through daily reflection, a practice highly valued by the Stoics. At the end of each day, ask yourself questions like, what did I do well today? Where could I have acted more virtuously? How can I improve tomorrow? This process of honest self-examination helps to identify areas for growth and reinforces a commitment to betterment. It's not about self-criticism but self-awareness, understanding where you stand and where you need to go. Another crucial aspect of self-improvement is cultivating resilience. Life is full of challenges and setbacks, but these are not obstacles to growth. They are opportunities. The Stoics believed that adversity is a teacher, providing the perfect conditions for developing inner strength and character. As Seneca wrote, difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body. When faced with hardships, instead of asking, why me, Ask, what can I learn from this? This shift in perspective transforms obstacles into stepping stones on the path to self-improvement. Self-improvement also involves the practice of virtue, which the Stoics considered the highest good. Virtues like wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance are not just moral ideals but practical tools for living a better life. By cultivating these virtues, you align yourself with what the Stoics called living according to nature, which means living in harmony with reason and purpose. For example, practicing temperance helps you avoid excess and maintain balance, while courage enables you to face challenges with confidence and determination. Another element of self-improvement is focusing on contribution, how your growth can benefit others. The Stoics believe that we are all interconnected, and personal development should contribute to the greater good. Improving yourself isn't just about personal gain. It's about becoming a better family member, friend, and citizen. Marcus Aurelius often reflected on how his actions affected the larger community, reminding himself that self-improvement is most meaningful when it serves a purpose beyond the self. Self-improvement requires patience and persistence. Growth doesn't happen overnight, and setbacks are inevitable. The Stoics encourage us to be compassionate with ourselves during this process. Progress may be slow, but consistency is key. Each small step builds momentum, and over time, these incremental changes create a profound transformation. Setting concrete goals. One of the most powerful ways to bring clarity, purpose, and direction to life is through setting concrete goals. Without goals, we risk drifting aimlessly, reacting to whatever comes our way, instead of actively shaping our future. Goals give us a target to aim for and a roadmap to follow. They help us focus our efforts and energy, ensuring that we're working towards something meaningful rather than merely going through the motions of life. The Stoics emphasize the importance of living with purpose and intention. Marcus Aurelius often wrote about the value of having a clear sense of direction, reminding himself to act according to his values and not be distracted by trivial pursuits. He believed that every day should be approached with deliberate action aimed at achieving a life of virtue and fulfillment. Setting concrete goals is a practical way to ensure that our actions align with our values and contribute to the kind of life we want to lead. A well-defined goal is not a vague wish or a fleeting desire. It is specific, measurable, and actionable. For example, saying, "I want to be healthier," is too broad and ambiguous to inspire real action. Instead, a concrete goal might be, "I will exercise for 30 minutes, 5 days a week," or "I will eliminate sugary drinks from my diet for the next month." These specific goals provide a clear path forward, making it easier to take meaningful steps toward improvement. Concrete goals also provide motivation. When you have a clear objective, it becomes easier to push through challenges and stay focused. The Stoic principle of living in accordance with nature encourages us to set goals that align with our inner virtues and contribute to the greater good. Through this practice, we can live a more purposeful life, aligned with both our personal aspirations and the needs of the community. Strengths, for instance, can guide a Stoic in setting goals related to practicing courage, wisdom, justice, or temperance. These virtues act as anchors, ensuring that our goals are not just about achieving external success, but also about fostering internal growth and character. To effectively set and achieve goals, it's important to break them down into smaller, manageable steps. Big goals can feel overwhelming, leading to procrastination or discouragement. Instead, think of each goal as a journey made up of smaller milestones. For instance, if your goal is to write a book, focus first on outlining the chapters, then draft one chapter at a time. This approach not only makes the process less daunting, but also allows you to celebrate progress along the way, reinforcing your commitment. The Stoics remind us that while we can control our efforts, the outcome is often beyond our control. This doesn't mean we shouldn't strive for our goals, but rather that we should focus on the process, not just the result. Epictetus taught that we should do our best in all things, and then accept whatever outcome follows with equanimity. For example, if your goal is to get a promotion, you can control your preparation, your work ethic, and how you present yourself, but the final decision may depend on factors outside your influence. By focusing on what you can control, you maintain your inner peace regardless of the result. Another key aspect of setting concrete goals is tying them to a deeper purpose. Goals that are connected to your core values and long-term vision are far more motivating than superficial ones. For instance, if your goal is to save money, think about why it matters to you. Is it to provide security for your family, to gain the freedom to pursue a passion, or to contribute to a meaningful cause? When your goals are anchored in purpose, they take on greater significance and become more compelling. Stoicism also teaches us the importance of reviewing and reflecting on our goals regularly. Are they still aligned with your values and priorities? Are you making progress, or do you need to adjust your approach? Marcus Aurelius often reminded himself to evaluate his actions and ensure they were consistent with his principles. This practice of regular reflection helps us stay on course and make any necessary adjustments to keep moving forward. It's important to remember that setting concrete goals is not just about personal gain. The Stoics believed in contributing to the greater good and living in harmony with the community. When setting goals, consider how they impact not only your own life, but also the lives of those around you. For example, a goal to improve your communication skills can enhance your relationships, while a goal to volunteer regularly can make a positive difference in your community. The essence of contribution. At the heart of a meaningful life lies the principle of contribution, the idea that we are not here simply to serve ourselves, but to add value to the lives of others and the world around us. This concept is deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy, which teaches that humans are inherently social beings, connected by a shared humanity and a mutual responsibility to one another. To contribute is to live in harmony with nature, fulfilling our role within the larger human community. The Stoics, particularly Marcus Aurelius, frequently reflected on the importance of acting for the common good. In his Meditations, Marcus wrote, "What is not good for the hive is not good for the bee." This simple yet profound statement underscores the idea that our well-being is intrinsically tied to the well-being of others. When we focus on contribution, we align our actions with the natural order, living not just for personal gain, but for the collective good. Contribution doesn't have to involve grand gestures or monumental efforts. It can be as simple as lending a helping hand, offering encouragement, or sharing knowledge. Often, the smallest acts of kindness and support can create a ripple effect, positively impacting others in ways we might not even realize. In Stoicism, these actions are seen as expressions of virtue, particularly justice, which calls us to treat others fairly and work toward the betterment of society. When we focus on contribution, we shift our perspective from "what can I get" to "what can I give?" This shift not only enriches the lives of others, but also profoundly benefits us. Helping others fosters a sense of purpose, connection, and fulfillment that material possessions or personal achievements alone cannot provide. It is through contribution that we often find our deepest sense of satisfaction and meaning. The act of contributing also aligns with the Stoic virtue of courage. Sometimes offering help or standing up for what is right requires bravery, whether it's speaking out against injustice, supporting someone in need, or dedicating time to a cause. Contribution often asks us to step outside our comfort zones, and this courageous engagement with the world strengthens our character and reinforces our commitment to living a virtuous life. In addition, contribution builds resilience. When we focus on helping others, it shifts our attention away from our own struggles and toward the needs of those around us. This outward focus not only provides perspective, but also strengthens our ability to endure challenges. The Stoics often emphasize the importance of perspective, recognizing that our individual challenges are part of a larger interconnected human experience. By contributing to others, we remind ourselves that we are not alone and that we have the power to make a difference. Another key aspect of contribution is its role in creating a lasting impact. Material possessions and personal accolades may fade, but the positive effects of our contributions often endure. When we invest in others, whether through mentorship, education, or acts of kindness, we create a legacy that transcends our own lifetimes. This idea resonates deeply with the Stoic focus on living in accordance with nature and leaving the world better than we found it. The Stoics also remind us that true contribution comes from a place of humility and authenticity. It's not about seeking recognition or accolades, but about genuinely wanting to make a positive impact. As Epictetus advised, don't explain your philosophy, embody it. Contribution is not about grandstanding or self-promotion. It's about living out our principles in tangible, meaningful ways. Contribution fosters a sense of gratitude. When we help others, we often gain a deeper appreciation for the support and opportunities we've received in our own lives. This gratitude further motivates us to give back, creating a virtuous cycle of generosity and growth. Remember, life is not measured by what we gain, but by what we give. Each act of contribution, no matter how small, ripples outwards, touching lives in ways we may never see. By striving to live virtuously, grow and give, we align with the deepest truths of Stoicism and create a life of meaning and impact. Thank you for being a part of Stoic Journal today. If this resonated with you, there's another video waiting for you that dives deeper into applying Stoic principles in everyday life. Click it now and continue your journey toward a life of purpose and wisdom. And as always, thank you for walking this path with us. Let's keep learning, growing, and living the Stoic way. See you in the next one.